Hello, Sir David the Bard, down under. Not the sheets, down under the world, I guess, or the equator. I'm not sure. Sir David the Bard. Alright, I wanted to try to touch on a really, a subject that doesn't have really words. So here I go. Shit, I thought that was funny. If you don't think that's funny, you need to get out of here. Anyway, here's what I'm thinking. Okay, you most all know I'm an atheist. I used to be a Mormon. And golden plates that disappear, and virgin births, and men walking on water. It's the same to me. I go, homie, don't play that no more. Anyway, as an atheist, I was sitting over at the pool today, down here in Australia. I was watching like 20 kids. Oh, God, the parents all go, are you going to be here? And they know I am, because I go to sleep. They go, that old fart, he'll be here all day. He's watching my kids. So they don't need a supervisor. Anyway, I got thinking as an atheist, what the hell's going to happen when I die? Well, I'm going to probably be at the long line of Mormons, and they're all going to hit me with sticks as I'm begging to get into the celestial kingdom. Here's what a kind of a preliminary conclusions I've come to. For me, the atheist. Now, I know Jesus is going to meet most of you, or Mohammed, or Buddha. Who is it with the Hindus? Hinduism, or Hindu man? I don't know. Superman? I don't know. You all have these religious gods that will save your ass from being yourselves. Anyway, I believe strongly that if you belong to a religion, mostly because it promises you certain things when you die, you're an idiot. You're a damn idiot. You're lazy mentally, emotionally, and physically. If you need a damn reward to behave yourself, you're a 2-year-old. You're a 2-year-old. I don't do these videos for Jesus points, or for Muhammad points, or Hindu points. I do them for me. Now here's the conclusion, preliminary, because I change, not daily, but sometimes monthly and yearly, as I learn new things. I do believe that we exist in some form after death. Many atheists believe, poof, you're gone. Well, poof, I've been gone many times when the process server's on the doorstep. I remember running out of the garage one day, back through the door, over the damn fence, and my kids are going, Dad, we never saw you run so fast. I said, poof, I'm out of here. I don't need another lawsuit anyway. I think we're much more responsible for our own outcome in this life, the next life, any lives we've lived before now. We're responsible. The atonement, it sounds good. It's a blank check program where you screw up and Jesus just covers your overdrafts and your sins. I really believe happiness, peace, and joy are created by ourselves, not outside influences. Now, I know that's a little radical, but I'm a little radical. I think that our mind, brain, it dies with our body. And the information inside of it dies with our body. However, I think there's something, the Russians call it the energy body, Mormons and religious people, the spirit. I think there's some type of evolutionary creation in man where personality and knowledge continue. Now, I'm not going to suggest I know what form. The 6 naked angels that show up, and I told you one does have wings. She bent over the other day. The others, I don't know. But anyway, they haven't appeared yet, and I'm expecting a correction on this probably. But I do think the hopeful beliefs of 71 or 72 virgins, I forget. And it doesn't matter much. I'd take 71 or 72. I don't care. And, frankly, I don't prefer virgins. I prefer girls that have a little experience and know what they're doing. It's kind of like driver's training with a virgin. I'd rather just cruise. So, anyway, the point is, whatever our existence is, and I was sitting by the pool and sleeping, watching the kids. 2 of them drowned. But anyway, I got thinking, when I die, I'm going to be alone. The first thing that's going to happen is I'm going to be alone. And there's going to be like an eternity all around me, up, down, every side, 4-dimension, 5, 10-dimension, whatever. And there's no fear on my part. And I'm not sure if I have a body, but I'm sure that I have a consciousness. Now, I'm going to now create my new life. Now, if I'm a stupid ass, I'm just going to have a rock to sit on. That's the new life. I was thinking Jesus was going to give me a mansion and paved roads, and I didn't try hard enough in life, and I'm a dumb shit. I got a rock. That's what I can create. There's others of you that are brilliant. You'd be able to create all kinds of things because some of us have a dimension of experience. So I'm thinking to myself, gee, I wonder if I could create a house. And I go, house. And maybe I'm not that strong, so there's just boards and nails there and no hammer. So I got to work a little harder at building a house. So I build a house. Then I start to say, well, I want some people to be around me. And I say to myself, I don't want damn criminals. I don't want liars, cheaters, and thieves. So there'll be no Mormons. There'll be no Mormons. So I then create with my own mind and my own experience. Not just because I'm a little weak at creating people and they have 6 legs and 9 heads. I'll get better. I'll get better. So the environment around me in the next life is going to be the strength that I have to create. No one's going to give me anything. So I'm interested in learning. I'm interested in different occupations, different people, different cultures, different religions. And I'll say to myself, well, there's no religion here. I don't want any people that have to depend upon religion. So I'm going to create just little atheists. 2 feet with 3 feet, 2 feet tall and 3 feet to walk on, because I'm still not good at creating people. The principle is we create our world. We see the world through our eyes. We go where we want. We do what we want. Our decisions and consequences of decisions are our own. God didn't give us a mate. We went looking for a mate, or we ran into somebody and they were attractive to us. He didn't give us a car. We bought the car through hard work, saving, getting a down payment, house, same thing, and kids. We didn't just come to the breakfast table one day and there was 14 little assholes there throwing shit and saying, feed our ass, and then we're going to hate you when we grow up. And I go, okay, I'm stupid. Here's food, and here's some clothes, and here's some dental and some medical. Bastards. When you love your underwear more than your father, you're a sick bastard. You really are. Anyway, we need to realize what we have and what we are, we create. When we have a good thought, or we're happy and we smile, there are millions and billions of white blood cells that are discharged into our bloodstream, which means that if the diseases come along, and or viruses and bacteria and colds and other kinds of things, we've got so many antibodies in there, we're healthy all the time. We're just healthy all the time. We did that. Muhammad didn't do that. Jesus didn't do that. Buddha didn't do that. We did that with our own minds. We ingested those, not ingested, we created those white blood cells and discharged them in there by just simply laughing and smiling, having good thoughts. Now, if we have bad thoughts, the opposite is bound to be there. Every damn disease that comes along, every cold and cancer and whatever, is going to jump on us and give us a miserable life. We created that. We can't go to Jesus and say, hey, you got a cancer institute there? You know, how about some laying on of hands? He doesn't exist. We do it ourselves. Now, is it black and white? No, it's not black and white. Does every cancer come because we're an unhappy person? Of course not. Most of you who tune in to me are brighter than the average bear, and you understand that I'm talking to you by principle. If we choose a girl who has earrings in her nose, her ears, her navel, and her vagina, and tattoos everywhere else, and she dropped out in 3rd grade, and she has been on drugs and alcohol for the last 12 years, there's a chance that we're not going to be real happy with that decision, because she's the mother of our children, and vice versa with the guys. So the decisions we make have consequences. The ideas that we have consequences, good and bad. And as we live this life and the next life and the next, I think our consciousness does continue. And we become more and more experienced, so we're better at creating people and environments. Now, down here on the earth, I can't create anything except in my own house. And sometimes that's hard to do, too. If I was in heaven, I would want pure air. Smells good, tastes good, whatever. I'd want pure water. I would want you know, my clothes cleaned, and a place where I just go over and pick my clothes up and they're all folded and clean, and a bed that has the window by it, and I look out and I see the mountains, the trees, and well, there's a few kangaroos hanging in the trees trying to get a sandwich from me, but I know them. They're like homeless people. Once you give them a sandwich, they come and follow you like a dog, and you got to give them a sandwich every day. Anyway, I have done the best I can at this age, 65 and a half, to create my own heaven. I don't want paved roads. They're a bitch to keep clean. I don't want a damn mansion. The utilities on it suck. And I can't find people in the mansion. And the pool costs money to maintain. So what I have here in Australia is I have a home that has pure air in it, air purifier. I have water purifiers and softeners. I have exact air conditioning. It never varies from one degree to another. I have exact heating. I have food, and good food, and I have my jacuzzi jungle tub. That's all I want, one toy. I lost the main toy that I had. Give me the chance to have a damn jacuzzi. So, folks, what I'm saying to you, I've created my own heaven. Whether I live or die today, I just want to reproduce what I have right here. I'm happy with it. I like this office. I like this office because no one bothers me. And I don't want a bigger and a better office. Bigger is not better. And most humans want bigger and bigger, more and more and more, and they don't know why. I am happy just here watching the kangaroos, breathing fresh air, air conditioning, a wonderful basement view. The pool, I was over in the pool today. I create a pool. I don't want to maintain it. I don't want to put the chemicals in it. I had a pool in Massachusetts, above ground pool, and the son of a bitch froze. Flooded the neighborhood while I was on vacation, and all the neighbors were standing at my doorstep when I came home. I prefer an in-ground pool. Here's what I'm trying to say. We are responsible for who we are and where we're going. If we have a shit life, it's because of us, because we're not very smart. We didn't go to college, or we didn't get a job, and we didn't look ahead. We weren't reading that we're going to get fired or unemployed. We had a mate who was a betrayal, somebody who was an idiot, someone who cheated on us, someone who didn't have, but you know who chose them? Me and you. And then we bitch that there's child support or alimony or we lost our house. Who the hell's fault is that? Jesus? No. It's our fault. So I'm saying for me, I'm taking more and more responsibility. I'm creating my own heaven. I know what I like. I like the river and the lake that I see out there. Well, you know, I'm underground, but I'm imagining what I'd see. And the beautiful patio where I can sit out there and have a little hamburger and watch the ducks and the wildlife and the kangaroos. And I love chandeliers. I have two or three chandeliers. I love ceiling fans. The house is full of them. I love perfect air conditioning. I have hard start air conditioning and thermostats that will not vary 1 degree. I love heating units that come on perfectly. The temperature is always right. If I want the fan on, I turn on extra fans. If I'm saying the principle is I created that. Jesus didn't. Muhammad didn't. And you know what? With Jesus and the Mormons, I don't want all those worlds and all those wives. Wives are problems. I like one good wife, and that's what I got. A couple of good kids, that's what I got. The other 8 or 9 are, it's like the Mormons, they say God lost 1/3 of his kids in heaven. Well, I lost 1/2, so I'm not too far behind God. Create your own heaven. Right in here. And then think, and think, and think. I came up here and my damn YouTube wouldn't work. I didn't know why. I didn't know you have to have Chrome, you have to have Google this and that, you have to match the passwords. Jeez, I was just ready to go to hell. I'm saying, this is a hell. Well, I sat here quietly and I thought about it because my meds are working, and I fixed it. I fixed it. Jesus didn't. I didn't fall on my knees and bless myself. Dear Bard, you're going to get your computer fixed. I am? Yeah, I am, because I'm going to put my ass right here, and I'm going to click, click, and click until, hey, it's fixed. So, those of you that have a really bad life, you created it. It didn't just happen to you. You made choices, and you made no choices. You let the world choose for you, and they always will screw you. You've let wives or husbands make your decisions for you. Nice thing about Mercy is my wife, she lets me be an atheist. I let her be a Mormon. Doesn't threaten me, doesn't threaten her. It makes us both happy. So I have my celestial kingdom right here. Now, it's possible. I'm I've got a quad bypass I've had, and I have diabetes. And I have mental illness, bipolar. I could fall apart at any minute. Right now, it's just taking piece by piece, and it took the most important piece I had. It's gone. When you haven't seen something for 20 years, you start to wonder, did you ever have it? Anyway, certainly disease and accidents and things can happen to us outside of our control. Not much. My diabetes, did Jesus give me diabetes? No. David the Bard ate too many candy bars and too many Cokes from 7th grade until today. I still eat them. Do I shoot a hell of a lot of insulin? You bet your ass. 75 units twice a day of N and R, 30 units twice a day. Damn bill, $600-700 a month just for insulin. Who caused that? Who should I blame for the weight gain? The only weight, no one shoved anything up my butt to make me heavier, or in my ears or nose. I opened my mouth, and I put stuff in there like candy bars and donuts, and me and Christy, these videos will be old someday. He's the governor of New Jersey, and he's twice as fat as I am. We're brothers. We made ourselves that way. Now, why am I divorced 5 times? Because I chose bad wives. I chose people that didn't fit me. Why? Why did I go through kinds of poverty and suicides and all kinds of detrimental things in my life? Because I charged my credit cards too high. I bought cars that I couldn't afford. I made decisions that had consequences. Jesus didn't do that, and Muhammad didn't do that. So I'm not looking for 71 virgins. I'm just looking for a couple. No, I'm not looking for any. And I don't want the Mormons' eternal worlds and constant polygamous wives and all that responsibility. I have a little tiny heaven that I built myself, and when I die, screw them all. I'm going to build a little heaven there. If I have to, use my hands and build a little house and build roads and make a car and have a couple of friends that I build, that's great. I don't want to go into someone else's heaven. No one knows what I want for heaven. I have it right here. I created it. God can't create anything better. There's nothing better. This is what I want. I'm saying to you, create your own heaven. Create your own heaven. Put your damn head together and start to think, what is it that I like? Now, you know what? Here's the principle. Go back to thinking positive thoughts, and all of those white blood cells go into you and protect you from disease. I love waterfalls. I think they're romantic. I think they're, what's the right word? There's an ambiance to waterfalls. Well, I can't afford a big waterfall, but I have two little ones in my room. I hoped, I dreamed, and I wanted a waterfall. And when I look at them, I go, oh, that's bitchin'. I got two waterfalls. I love clocks. Now, you know I get screwed every time I go to DI. But you know what? I've been thinking of having a clock shop and going to DI and buying all the broken clocks and putting them in my shop. And the reason that my shop is so unique, the clock looks like it works. But I tell everyone, there's something wrong with every clock in here. You have to buy it. It's Sir David the Bard clock shop. And there's something wrong with every clock because I don't believe in time. I don't believe in time. Make your own heaven with your own mind. You want a waterfall? Go get one. I love the jungle of the Philippines. My family, current family, is all from there, and oh my God, what a beautiful place. To me, the jungle. So I built a jungle over my jacuzzi. It's got plants and waterfalls. It's got little dripping things here. It's got eternal mirrors in every direction. You can look wherever you want. That's what I wanted. So I built it. I built it. I wanted the things that I have. I've worked for it. I haven't lied. I haven't cheated. I don't steal. I pay the IRS, whatever the rules are. I want to live the life required around me by society. But within that life, I can create. So as an atheist, am I scared to die? Hell no. When I get there, I'm going to build me another little heaven. This one took me 66 years. If I have 100 or 300, 1,000 years there, it'll be better than even this. And maybe I'll create myself a big waterfall. That'd be cool. But I'm giving you my insight as an old man in old age. You can make your own heaven. You don't need Muhammad to give you 71 virgins, and you don't need Jesus to make up for your mistakes with an atonement, with a virgin birth and walking on water, and it goes on and on. It goes on and on. You can bless yourself. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to be cruel to other people. If they're Christians or Muslims, hey, if that floats their boat, that's great. And one of you caught the Deseret boat, had more water inside the boat than it would ever float outside. I think you were funny. That was a funny comment. So, make your own heaven. Get what you want. Think things through. Make good decisions. And then live by them. Don't look for the gold streets and the mansions and Jesus and Muhammad. You know, Muhammad, I guess if you kill people in the Holy War, he gives you 71 virgins right away. You know, strap a bomb on me. But it'll be just my guts and head all over and brains on the ground, and now what do I have, you know? So create your own heaven. Get out of the hell that we all create for ourselves. Look ahead. Get around positive people. Get around positive books, positive ideas. You sit in front of that damn TV set and watch nothing but things blowing up and terrorists and stabbing people and blood everywhere. You know, what kind of a damn heaven is that going to be? It isn't. It's a shit place to be. Put your mind where you want to be, and eventually your personality and your body and your brain and your essence will be where you put it, not where any God puts it. You have the power to create your own heaven. You are your own God. You've been created, and as we die, we're going to be able to create again, because here we are in this world. We've created what we got, whether we like to admit it or not. We created it, and when we get to the next zone of our existence, we're going to create it again. So we might as well get used to getting rid of the crap that we don't want and try to be the kind of people we want to be. And here's the last principle, and it's the same one. If you're looking for a spouse, quit looking. If you're looking for a spouse, quit looking. Here's an old man's advice. Be the best spouse you can be. And you'll have so many choices you won't know which one to take, because you will draw those people to your personality and who you are. Quit looking. Start working on being the best, and you'll be a magnet drawing in people that want to be with you. Thanks.